Hey, what is up guys, MurderMan4 here, back with another Minecraft Snapshot overview. And today I will be covering 15w42a to 15w44b. There's not a ton of stuff in these three snapshots, but there is enough significant additions and changes that I felt I would cover them. So, let's start off with this here. There's a new kind of enchantments. They're called treasure enchantments, and they're enchantments that you cannot get from an enchantment table, but you can get them from chests in like abandoned mineshafts or dungeons through fishing or through trading. So these are simply enchantments that you cannot throw something into an enchantment table and get these back. They're only able to be found. Alright, let's start with these Frostwalker boots. So, if I go into survival, I'm going to just walk out and look at this. The water just freezes around me. It's pretty cool. You can now walk on water in Minecraft. And I'm pretty sure if you have Frostwalker 2, if you run and jump, you should be fine. Oh, nope, I failed there. But with Frostwalker 1, it won't generate quick enough. And as you can see, it's actually breaking up behind me. So, there's an area around me that is being frozen. The top layer of water blocks is turning into ice. And, yeah, it's really quite cool. Alright, so there's a new enchantment called Mending as well. So I have three different things with Mending. A diamond chest plate, a diamond sword, and a bow. So these are in three different locations: my hotbar, my armor slots, and the offhand. And basically what this does is whatever you do to get experience, whether that be killing mobs or mining ores, instead of the experience going to your hotbar, it will actually heal up your tools. If you have multiple things with the Mending enchantment, then it will split them out evenly between the amount that you have. It doesn't work for anything in this middle section here, just the hotbar, armor slots, and offhand. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Free way of mending up your tools without having to use up other materials, but it does mean you won't be getting the experience in your experience bar. Alright, and one quick little change is to brewing stands. Now, you'll notice this here, they actually require blaze powder to work. So, before, you could just stick in your water bottles and stick in a piece of nether wart and it would start cooking it up. That's not how it works anymore. You gotta stick in one piece of blaze powder, and that will last you, I believe, 20 different potions. So you can make up to 20 potions per blaze powder. Either that or use up 20 materials. I'm not exactly sure how it goes. Yeah, all I know is what it says on the wiki, it lasts 20 fuel. We also have something called loot tables that have been added in. Those aren't anything physical within the game itself. It's something within the coding, and basically what it is it is a way for the game to determine what it's going to put, what items it's going to put in chests, and what is the likelihood of these items appearing in them. So, like with chests, or when you're fishing, or that type of stuff. And actually what this means is with commands, you can spawn in mobs that will say, drop the contents of a dungeon chest. Whoops, I'm not thinking straight, I meant sword. Okay, so if we spawn in this creeper here, and you'll notice there's a different sound. There are 150 new sounds added to the game. But yeah, so this creeper, instead of dropping its usual gunpowder, actually dropped a dungeon's chest worth of loot, which is pretty cool for custom maps. So as I said, you'll notice this made a different sound. I'm not sure what all of them are. The pressure plate is normal, the stone one. The stone button is normal. The wooden pressure plate is slightly higher. The wooden button is different, as are these weighted pressure plates. But yeah, I don't know what the other ones are. I just know that these pressure plates and buttons have a changed sound. Okay, in front of me we have this new structure that spawns in cold taigas and ice plains. And it is an igloo. It's pretty cool. You go inside, you got yourself a bed, a crafting table, a furnace, And some carpet. Nice cozy place to stay the night if you're getting lost. I'm not sure how often they spawn, but I'd imagine not that commonly. But what's really neat is, if we dig up this carpet here, what do you know? A trapdoor. Oh snap. What could be underneath this trapdoor? Go down the deep depths of this igloo, and we shall find a hidden basement with, oh, what's that? A zombie villager. And a villager priest. Inside the chest, we have a golden apple, and inside here, a potion of weakness. Which means we can heal our other zombie priest. And the sign kind of gives a hint to that. I mean, you can choose whether you want to do that or not. But, I mean, it gives you the option. And there's just some other random loot in here. With the new loot tables, this is kind of an example of that. This loot here is randomly spawned in, but I know for a fact that the golden apple is 100% chance of spawning in these igloo chests. And the dungeons don't appear in every single igloo. It's not certain whether they will or not. I'm not sure the percentage, but I know some spawn without a basement. But, yeah, pretty cool stuff. Okay, once again, not a physical object added into the game, not like a block or item or anything, but this is a new option, which is kind of cool. If we go into music and sounds, we have a new option of subtitles, and that is, of course, for the hard of hearing, and that's actually really cool. It'll have an arrow showing the general direction of where the sound's coming from, what the sound is, of course, and it's quite good for those who play the game, can't hear anything, and a creeper ends up sneaking up behind them. So, apparently, before this snapshot, glass didn't render properly underwater. I did not realize that, but that is fixed. And also, there's an audio tweak to the nether portal, and if this will pop up, it's not a new sound. There we go, that sound right there. That sound always used to be the sound after you came out of a nether portal, and it just suddenly disappeared one update a few years back, and geez, that's laggy. Okay, and now it's back, and I hadn't even noticed it had disappeared, but hearing that sound, it's so strange, because that just brings me back to my first little bit of playing Minecraft. It's this, I don't know, it's just this really neat sound that they brought back, and I'm glad they did it. Okay, now many of you may have been wondering throughout this overview, what is this end crystal doing here? That's right, folks, end crystals are now craftable and obtainable in survival mode. They're the way of respawning the ender dragons, or no more of that clay stuff. This is the official way, and you can craft it by putting an eye of ender in the center, surrounding it with glass, and then a ghast tear at the bottom, and you will get one end crystal. This can be used for decoration, and they can only be placed on 2 blocks, obsidian and bedrock. And since you can't obtain bedrock in survival, obsidian is your only option. But you're going to want to be careful. Don't put it in the wrong place in survival, because when you try to attack it, it blows up, just like all the other portals in, or just like all the other crystals in the end. But that's really, really cool. And actually, I'll showcase off it respawning in the Ender Dragon. So let's go into the end. Oh, the end portal has that noise now too. Nice. Okay, I'm just gonna cut until when I defeat the Ender Dragon. Okay, so after you have killed the Ender Dragon, all you have to do is place end crystals on the 4 sides of the bedrock portal. They don't have to be in the center, just on the sides, and then this will happen. You'll hear the Ender Dragon roar, and I'll let the animation play out. It restores each of the crystals, which will, in turn, shoot a little light beam thingy up into the center. And after all these are restored, there we go. The Ender Dragon will respawn. It's a really cool animation. Okay, we also have 2 new status effects, Luck and Bad Luck. And these kind of tie into the loot tables that I talked about earlier. The luck status effect actually has a potion. I'm not sure how you can craft it, but I think it's you're able to get it in survival mode. Bad luck is only achievable through the effect command. But basically, what these do is affect your chances of getting good or bad loot. Obviously, luck will increase your chances of getting good loot, while bad luck will decrease it. And that's basically it. I'm sure that bad luck will come into play in some other way other than the /effect command, but I don't know for certain. Anyhow, in here we have an uncraftable potion. No idea why, but it's in the creative menu, and obviously you can't craft it, so you can't get it in survival. It's creative only. It does absolutely nothing. It's useless. And moving on, we're going to give ourselves some arrows, because we are going to craft ourselves some tipped arrows. Unlike how you might have expected, like me, I expected them to be crafted in a crafting table. However, that's not the case. You have to take a lingering potion, whichever you choose, throw it, and then shoot your arrow into it. And when you pick it back up, actually I'm not sure if that'll work with creative mode. Shoot your arrow into it. Oh, so it does. And when you pick it back up, it will be tipped. I can't pick up that arrow because it's creative. But it works for any lingering potion, and it's a really unique way of doing it. That's really cool. And what's also neat is when you actually shoot these arrows, or when they're just like on the ground, they actually have the particle effect surrounding it. So that's really, really neat. So you'll see over here, these things have their particle effects. Ow! Shoot. And yeah, that's really cool. End rods are now craftable. You can get 4 of them by putting a blaze rod over a popped chorus fruit, and yeah, so that means you no longer have to go to end city dungeons to get these things. And actually, speaking of dungeons, I thought I might mention that the enchanted golden apple, the super overpowered one, you cannot craft those anymore. The only way you can get those is in chests and stuff found throughout the world. So no more crafting yourself some awesome golden apples before you head off to fight the Ender Dragon. You're gonna have to go and search for them. Sorry. One less use for your gold now. And one final thing I thought I'd mention before I ended off the video is that hay bales actually protect you from fall damage now. They don't take it away completely, but they severely reduce the damage you take. So if I fall from this height onto the hay bale, you'll notice I had 1 heart of damage. If I go back up, same height, except not on a hay bale, and notice that I get 3.5 hearts of damage. That is 2.5 hearts difference, and that's pretty cool. So if you are planning on jumping off of somewhere really high and you want to have a better chance of survival, put some hay bales underneath it. Anyways, I'll leave you guys off with that. Hope you guys enjoyed the snapshot overview. If you did, a like and or subscribe is greatly appreciated. And Mergaman4, over and out. I'll see you guys later.